how do you get someone's attention on LinkedIn though? Because I'll be honest with you, I have LinkedIn. I have a lot of quote unquote friends on LinkedIn, but I get hit up on LinkedIn every single day, 10, 20 emails a day.
Sure.
And most of them I glance at it. I don't even give them more than 2 seconds because there's so much content that they put in there. Like they put links and they put, hi, it looks like a copy paste message, right?
Well, there's your problem right there.
Yeah. So, how would you, I know how I
Not
would.
your problem.
Right, but their problem.
Their
right?
problem. Somebody else did it.
Like I know how to reach someone on LinkedIn, or at least I at least know how to improve my odds of reaching someone on LinkedIn. I would love to hear a coach's perspective on that.
Okay. A proven method is, again, backing up to find something in your searches of commonality. Okay?
So you have to do a little work before you
have to do some work ahead of time.
Copy, paste, send,
Absolutely.
right?
I've actually taught a class on this. So you have to do some work, and then you design the message accordingly.
So it's work, right? People don't...
It's consistency on there, too.
It's work and consistency. What I see is a lot of laziness. People just copy pasting and playing the numbers game, right? Somebody's going to respond.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't.
But they don't.
I don't.
And the ones that you want to get don't respond.
Right.
They just pass you over, right? When actually there could be something there that could be beneficial and add value.
Right.
If they could catch my attention and I'd read it and then it made sense for me to engage, right?
I'd be like, and this is just an example because I used to ride a Harley years ago.
Cool.
This is just a quick example, right? So I put it up there, find people who are in the industry if I were looking for that, right?
Yeah.
Other realtors if I was in mortgage, and I would have a picture of my Harley and I would send that out in a personal message to them. I would connect and see if they will connect with me and say, let's go on a day ride sometime.
Nice.
I live in Encinitas or whatever, right? So, and if they don't respond, they don't respond, but it's still not that one hit. It's next time you go back with congratulations or happy birthday or, some way of shaping a connection.
Yeah.
Right. And you have to, not just one person, you have to do a good handful because there's going to be a percentage that just don't respond no matter what you do.
You're busy.
But if you get one or two or three that you never had before, and now it results in a huge transaction or two, or just building a great relationship, and now it's not really about them, it's about who they know.
Yeah.
Right? Who are they going to refer to you? Right?
Who's in their circle?
I had a realtor come to me the other day, and we were looking at her to join the company, and we have a small brokerage that we've started as well as our amazing team that we have.
Nice.
But she came to us the other day and she said, you know what, I have a database of people, and this is the mentality thing for even mortgage folks. I have a database of people, but I don't think they have very much money and da-da-da-da. I go, you know what? It's who they know.
Yeah.
Right? Brian Buffini, I think, tells a story, or used to on stage, about a janitor, that he befriended and built a relationship and then ended up referring a ton of people to him, right?
You never know, and you can't judge a book by its cover.
There's no judgment.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no judgment. There's just connection. And there's no boundaries to that. You just
never
connect.
know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And you can't judge a book by its cover. Like we've had times when we've gone into brokers' offices and, you might have a person sitting there, in a small little desk, and they're not the boss, they're not the manager, they're just a, loan officer. And, it's so easy to walk by them. Maybe they're wearing shorts and a hat, and you just don't think that they're doing much business. Yeah, Vans. But and then you go and talk to them, and then they have like 5, loans on their desk, and they're the exact, so you gotta, I think you're right. You can't just judge a book by its cover, and you can't, you've got to reach out with commonality and just, right? Like you just gotta, it's more of consistency.
It's a process.
Yeah.
So it is a long game.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta play the long game.
However,
right.
It needs to be happening while you're hitting the now business.
Right.
So to me, it's a both and balance. If you're so focused on buying the leads and, trying to get your 3% or whatever your conversion rates are, not really sure, but you are going to get what comes at you.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it's people you don't even want to work with, right? So let's build
Had a couple of those.
Let's build a business that's going to be fun.
Right.
Over time. And you're going to take and pick from those people from the now business and go, I want to repeat those people 5 times. So now you put them in your attention database, and you're going to stay in touch with them, and there's items of value or videos that you send out to them or a newsletter, something that keeps in front of them that continues to bring value to those people long after the transaction's over.
Yeah.
The majority of realtors, and probably I would say mortgage folks, next, right? What was her name again? They don't mean to.
Right.
They're busy. Next thing is happening.
Right.
However, that's where systems come into play again, right? We got to have some systems in place to help you with those things. And so it might take some investment of money, investment of time. Most type A people like myself don't want to deal with that. So hire somebody to do it.
Yeah,
but do it.
You can hire someone who's really good at paying attention to detail and going after and finding the commonalities that you have between people, right? That would be a great job for someone that could be an assistant and could look on LinkedIn for, you like Harleys, so they go find me all the real estate agents or all the mortgage people that also like Harleys, and go on Facebook, and then you give me a list, and then you can go,
There's your next assignment for your business development manager, if you have one here. Absolutely. So there you go.
It's really like, I think it takes a little bit of brain power, a little bit of thinking, a little bit of planning, a little bit of energy and effort. And
it's not rocket science. It's actually pretty easy.
Yeah.
However, it's hard to get to it.
Yeah.
Right.
People are people, right? You got to find out what makes them tick. And
that's why I go back to the coaching. Each individual is different. Each level that they're at is different. And so we have to find out what that is and what we need to correct. Because everybody has something broken,
What do you do when you have, so some of our viewers probably have loan officers that work for them.
Right.